Hey there, fellowship. Welcome to this week's episode. Before we get going, have you heard about Anchor by Spotify? Well, if you have an idea for a podcast and an audience that you think will listen, Anchor by Spotify is the right choice. You can record, you can edit, and you can distribute your podcast to all the major platforms all on your phone or your computer. Everything you need in one place. The Anchor app or Anchor.fm. So go to those places right now. Record your voice. We want to hear it. And welcome to this episode of the Pretty Neat Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this episode of the Pretty Neat Podcast, where we talk about UFC and other pretty neat stuff. I am one of your three hosts, Aaron. You also might know me as Rek Rudna on Whatnot or other card trading platforms. And Dominic.
What's up, guys?
And Ryan are here with me as per usual.
What's up?
And today we have a very special fourth host of the Pretty Neat Podcast. I can't even call him a guest because he was awesome enough to stick around with us for the whole damn show. Max Payne Griffin is joining the Pretty Neat Podcast once again to share his thoughts on recent events and tell us what's going on in his world. Thanks again for joining us, and stay pretty neat.
I had told you guys I got invited to a wedding at a cool place, and I told you guys where it was. Well, I told you that I thought I might get invited, and then I wasn't, but then I was. So I think what happened, and I'm not upset about it at all, truly, is I think the first round of invites went out, and after the second wave of RSVPs came in, we made the cut, is what I think happened. Which is totally fine. There was only 58, 60 people there. It was a small affair. So a friend of mine that I worked with at the elementary school level in 2018 married one of my coworkers, someone I've worked at the high school with for the last 4 years. And they met through work as well. And they tied the knot on Saturday. And it was at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, which was, I thought, a really cool place to have a wedding. And then I was wondering all the logistical things, how do you just go in? How is it going to be set up? And everything you would think would be happening was what happened. They had a table out front with their name on the sign, and you just checked in. They gave you your tickets. Check-in started at 4. The ceremony was at 5. And then to the left, when you walk in, they have a pavilion area, and you kind of staged up there, and they took you on a shuttle down to where the cheetah run is, if you guys are familiar.
Yeah.
Which is it's just good because if you had to walk, it's literally the furthest point from the entrance in the entire place. It is legitimately more than a mile of a walk, if not more, and it's not fun. But by shuttle ride on the back sort of service road that they have, it's a pretty quick trek. And so ceremony was really nice and not too long and not too pretentious, which was cool. And then the open bar started. So this is 45 minutes after I get there. And it wasn't just any open bar. They had multiple stone beers. They had $3.94 from AleSmith. They had 3 different wines, no liquor, and then the one-off Bud Lights and Modelo's and whatnot. But you don't need to show me 3 red wines and 4 stone beers plus one of the best non-stone beers that there is and an open bar for me to know how to have a good time. So right after the ceremony, they had the animal encounters that you guys saw pictures of, and they just literally were bringing out their different animal ambassadors while serving drinks and doing hand-passed hors d'oeuvres, which were pretty good. So that lasted 45 minutes, and I knock out a comfortable 5 drinks in that time. No problem. They shuttle us up to where the tigers are, which if you've been there, they have an inside area kind of. And so right next to the tigers is where the reception happened, and they had an open bar there with all the same stuff too. And so it was okay.
By
You
the
know.
end of it, did they want to lock you in one of the paddocks?
No. For the amount that I drank, and believe me, I got my open bar's worth. I think my total was and up there they actually had the Elephant Valley lager that is brewed for them that they did not have at the lower area. So I started with one of those, multiple glasses of wine, probably 3 additional beers there. So I'm talking, legitimately 14, 15 drinks in the span of like 5 hours. It's a good time. And you know what I was most surprised by was how good the food was. As discussed on this show, I'm not really a theme park food guy. Like, I don't think Disneyland food is nearly as great as like most of TikTok wants you to think it is. They had a salad that was nicely wrapped in like a spiraled cucumber, and despite my sort of hatred for salad and preference to eat only things that came from an animal, I ate the salad. It was good. And then we had chosen the steak option, which was like I actually really don't know what cut it was because it was pretty dark. And it was actually perfectly cooked. The flavor was on point. The scalloped potatoes on the side, I think scalloped potatoes, whatever. My wife is like a potato aficionado, and she said they were very good. So did everybody else at our table. So I just destroyed the steak and then what was left of hers because she was done, to the point where I put one chunk of it in my mouth so big and tried to swallow it. I legitimately thought I was going to need to be Heimlich. That was cool.
Oh God.
And then they had cake and an ice cream bar, which I'm a big fan of. And the ice cream bar was where one of the tigers was having a little tiger snooze on his back. I didn't have to dance. That was cool. And then the wife and I made the decision, like, hey, it's probably 10:45. We're going to try to go see the gorillas. And turns out they've thought of that. You can't get out of the reception area. They will escort you out. So, but you know what?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, did you have free reign? Like,
No,
people are just
no.
roaming around the
No.
animal park, going like,
No.
yeah, I want to go see the orangutans.
They only have orangutans at the zoo because I would have gone to see them, but no,
Did you
know
that
it was very
orangutan loosely translates to people?
Yeah, I do. Fuck you. How about that?
Person of the forest.
Yeah.
Fuck you of the forest.
Also, Ryan, I'm using my Food and Wine Festival Corkicle wine glass.
Yeah, we're going again on next Tuesday. I bought 2 full passes. I still have not used both of them, and we've gone twice.
Okay.
Nice.
That's not a bad move. I want to go one more time before they're done with all that. My wife is going with her friend from Colorado on Wednesday, I believe. Because she's on spring break, but I'm not. I'm on spring break this week, so
nice.
Also, this happened before I hear what's been going on with you guys. I'm working on another master's, and I have to write a thesis and defend it for this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a professor. I think I told you guys one time, she told me one of my papers, literally her words were, "This one is the one that sucks. The other ones are good." Did I tell you guys that?
Yes. I believe you did.
So it's like a multi-part project that's writing, and there's 4 that I had to turn in, and she said, "Nope, the other 3 are good. This one sucks." And I'm like, "Sucks, huh?" Okay.
Thank you for your general negative feedback.
Right? I was having I mean, it was a little specific. Anyway, I was having a discussion about my thesis with her on Saturday morning, and we're talking through it, and we're looking at some of the literature I've reviewed, and she's looking at that section of the paper that I've turned in, and she's like, I'm actually publishing a paper shortly on this exact topic. I'd be interested in bringing you on as a co-author if that's something you'd be interested in. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be awesome. She goes, "No, I haven't read this paper yet. I have to read it and make sure it's good. But if I do and I like it, I'll let you know." I'm like, wow, I was feeling really good about myself for about 10 seconds, and then you just cut me down at the knees, didn't you?
Why not?
Which is fair. Like, she's a doctor working for this university system. She has a place of prominence. You publish a paper, like a peer-reviewed study, you want it to be of quality, but there's just a way she said it that was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just go kill myself now. Like, I don't,
No mincing of the words.
no mincing of the words.
Zero.
I have to make sure this doesn't suck.
My
Then
brother
we can
will
talk.
come on. He told me to talk about his Justin Gaethje experience as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
We need
I was
that.
able to book my brother, who I've known for his 31 and a half years of life, 32 years of life.
I secured my brother, guys. Getting him on the pod.
Nice.
What's been going on with you two gentlemen?
Found out my Dallas business trip got canceled, which was a hassle. I mean, I'm honestly not disappointed that it got canceled because I don't particularly like traveling for work.
But Ryan Does Dallas is a really fun podcast title, so I need you to go there and have some stuff to talk about.
Well, here's the
and bring
thing: that
back.
we booked the hotel at company rates, and it's not refundable. So I canceled my rental and my flight, and now I'm gonna have to call Marriott and tell them that you're gonna have to cancel my reservation, right? And figure out how that goes.
Does your company not pay for that stuff?
Yeah, I put on my company credit card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's like I'm not going there, so I'd like to cancel my reservation, and they're saying it was non-refundable. So probably have to make a call to them.
Yeah.
Anyway, other than that, Disney trips planned up because we're blacked out going into the summer.
I know. I wanted to. I was going to take my daughter to SeaWorld today because as teachers we get free passes, so we just bought her one. And we are blocked out of Disneyland today. Otherwise, I would have taken her there. And she woke up sick, so we didn't do any of that.
Damn.
Ah.
Damn. We're going.
We ran the gamut of. Are you ready?
Yes.
Frozen 2, the Penguins movie on Disney Plus that she loves, Encanto, Moana, Cars, and one other one.
They're gonna do a live action Moana.
That was. Are they really?
Yeah, with The Rock. He's gonna.
Is that true?
Yeah. He's sticking around. Why not? It's been so long since we've had a remake of Moana.
Live action Moana. Look at that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessary. Now, Ryan and I, of course, have met The Rock. Nope, that was me and my brother, wasn't it?
Yep. Nope. I was about to say I've not met Dwayne.
Well, we didn't actually meet him. His wife sang the national anthem when I went to SoFi with my brother. I don't remember who sang it when we were there.
I had a very normal week. I had a lot of editing to do.
Yeah, you're a big time producer now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, all of the shows. If you want to produce your show on the Pretty Neat Podcast, you should come on the Pretty Neat Podcast. Yeah, go to theprettyneatpodcast.com. Click the mailbag. Talk to us. We like to hear from you. And
it's time for the Pretty Neat Podcast.
What's up, guys?
What up?
Welcome to the Pretty Neat Podcast, hosted by Max Payne Griffin and myself, Aaron. This is Dom joining us.
Love it.
But where did you have to go? Can I ask? Do you mind sharing?
No free shout outs.
I feel it.
That's right.
I feel it.
There is a local farmer's market type of place that she likes salads from, so that's where I was sent.
Nice. Very cryptic.
Yeah. Now, if they want to,
give you free salads,
something,
You have to see Max's shirts because they're legit, and I know you do like no social media, and I saw some of the printing video of this. And that's...
Yeah, they came out good, dude. They came out great.
How can I get my hands on one?
MaxPayneStore.com.
MaxPayneStore.com. Hell
Yes, sir.
yeah. Hey, remember when I asked you where the name Max Payne came from, like a fucking idiot?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really it. Hey, Max, are you a Sacramento Kings fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. We've been dormant for the last 17 years. But
25 years. Go on.
No.
No.
03, around those times. Baby, Jackson, Peja, those are the days, man.
There were a
Who
lot of
did they
whatever.
lose to in the playoffs every year? I can't remember.
I'm not giving any love to these other teams.
true fan.
I'm not giving them no love.
That's fair. They look good this year. They look good. The Kings do.
Do we just like I love the fact that Max beat both of you guys here. Welcome, Ryan. Good to see you. Happy new week. Wait till your microphone is on.
What's up?
I surprised both of them with Max's appearance. But they gave you the permanent green light if you ever wanted to come on, so I didn't feel the need to get the green light from them.
It was a surprise, huh?
Heck
Surprise.
yeah, surprise. Brian got a promotion, Dom's having a baby, and I didn't die. So
Surprise, motherfucker.
We're all winning.
yes.
Hey, yeah, happy Tuesday. Just
Yeah.
another day in the life of me. Nothing
Yeah.
really to report here.
Good.
I would say I'm in the same place other than the very specific salad journey I was sent on. Max, what's your story that's similar to that?
Oh, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. Yeah, my lady wanted an iced fruit drink from a restaurant.
No free shout outs.
No free shout outs. Like 11:45 at night. I'm like, whatever she wants, she's gonna get at that time. So we drive to it's like a nicer area. So we're driving through like this neighborhood, and then I hear a boom, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I get out the car, I thought we hit something. Get out the car, there's eggs all over the side of my fucking car, dude. So I'm like, what the fuck? Fucking do a U-turn, drive. I'm gonna find these fuckers. So I drive fucking around, do a U-turn, then we go back, go hella slow. Like where we got hit, you know? And I see eggshells like on the ground and shit. So I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers. So we try pulling up, they throw more eggs. Like we see more eggs flying. So we fucking jump out, start running. They fucking run up the wall, and there's like a big retaining wall and a fat house like behind the wall, but there's eggshells on things. So these kids, or whoever it was, threw some eggs, didn't think anyone was gonna fucking run out there, and then hit this wall. So it's like midnight. I'm fucking yelling out there, but there's a gate. It's like a gated community. It's the first house in this gated community, so you can't get in. So I'm like, fuck this. It's not gonna end here. I look on Google Maps, find who people who live there, get the address, go to the call box, find the people's name on the call box, call the call box. The number's like disconnected or something. Like, I don't know. Like they sold the house, or the people still had the same name in there. It wasn't updated. I don't know. I'm gonna take care of this shit. So, and I'm getting her a drink from the place. Go home. I'm fucking fuming over this shit. I hit up like my cop homies, like, what can I fucking do? You know, what can I do? They're like, you could go back. Like in the daytime, you know. So
This turned into a trip.
yeah, dude. So my lady comes with me because she doesn't want me to fucking beat anyone's ass or whatever.
So I have to ask, they obviously don't know you're like a top 15, top 25,
No.
170 pounder at that point, right?
No,
Yeah, okay.
no. All I knew, they just threw some eggs at some fucking car.
It's John Wick's
So-
fucking car.
So that morning, I I do some real research and call people who live there, and someone said they sold the house, but someone lived there, and there's some punk ass kids that live there at the new house. And I'm like, let's connecting these dots. Oh, they have a brat ass kid, Is there a red Escalade? All this shit. I got all the juice, So that day, I go up there. I drive up there, wait to get in the gate, sneak in the gate or whatever. Go to the door, knock on the door. Then we're gonna open it. My lady got in front, so they saw her not gonna open this door. This black guy with braids, again, in this white ass area right there. So she opened the door, all nervous, So the mom comes out, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, someone from this house egged my car last night. She's like, oh no, we would never do anything like that, Johnny or whatever. Wouldn't do anything like that. Next thing you know, she's like, John or whatever his name is. Next thing you know, Dad comes out, like a swallow. His son comes out, hoodie.
Oh shit!
He looked like the dude on South Park. He looked like Kenny with the fucking hood, and he was shoulders up, no eye contact, like they pushed him out the house. And I was like, someone egged my car last night, And I'm like, did you egg my car last night? I was raising up. Him and his dad, they're both been kidding, And then he's like, yeah, he did. And then they looked at him like, oh my God, Roy. He was shaking, And I told him, dude, you don't know whose car you just hit. It wasn't some old lady. I'm a UFC top 15, blah, blah, blah. I'd beat the fuck out of you. Beat your fucking ass. Beat your head in, bro. Watch who you fuck with on the road. And him and his dad are like... And then, then I was cool. All right, I just had to get off my chest. Don't ever do it again. You don't know who you're going to do. But then the dude wanted to wash my car. I was going to let him. And I got no fucking time for that. So that's my story. I almost killed those fuckers though. When you're on the road, even now, road rage, when I look, dude, when my family's in the car, my lady, my kid, if you're doing some reckless ass shit in the car, don't do it around me. I turn into a million. I'll fuck you up. So that's that.
So right after 286, was it? Ian Gary, some guy tried to start some shit with him outside the casino.
Outside, yeah.
It's the same thing. Dude, don't do that. Don't fuck that up.
Yeah, they don't know.
That story is way more entertaining than mine. But so is the idea that the dad was throwing the eggs with him?
No, the idea is that the kid, his friend, he's like, well, his friend spayed the night last night. The kid's friend.
Got it.
His kid's friend. The kid friend's bad. I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna call his parents. He was probably 16. But I scared the shit out of him now and his dad.
And then I can imagine them seeing you fighting, later on ESPN Plus or whatever. Being like, oh shit. He was
so look me
every
up,
word
dude.
of that was the truth.
I was like, look me up, dude. I gave him my name and shit. You don't know who you're fucking.
You probably made fans for life.
Yeah.
No joke. You probably taught a life lesson to
dude.
that
That's what
kid.
I said. I was like you almost got severely fucked up, for real. I fucked people, trained assassins up.
Yeah, right.
Imagine a regular person. Get out of here, dude.
Yeah. Speaking of training up, is there anybody on your radar right now? Is there a fight scheduled for you?
There's no. I mean, had a short notice, little opportunity to fight Kies actually.
I was gonna
Yeah,
ask if
this
after
week.
Leech fell out.
Yeah, we got a little message, but to fight Kiesa on like 8 days notice, like had to make weight. Like
This week, so at 287 or whatever.
they asked me like the end of last week,
Oh shit.
which could be this week.
Yeah.
Like, no, man.
That's
I get
wild.
paid the same. I'll fight Connor on, 7 days, but that's about it.
Yeah, right. That's not. I mean, it's not surprising that they'd call you up because you'd sell tickets. Like that makes sense, and you'd be an incredibly fun fight. Uh, would you ever say no to that fight outside
No,
of the short notice?
no, no way. I said I'll fight him later.
Yeah, and now he's just not going to fight.
Yeah.
So is Connor the only guy you're taking an 8 days notice fight for, legitimately, or are there other guys too?
There might be other guys. It would have to be worth my while.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not like in a position where like I need to like jump at little bait,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I
Especially a
don't know,
guy.
maybe Usman on short notice.
Okay,
or-
so a big name is what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, not that Kies is not big,
No, but
you know.
I mean that's not no risk either.
Yeah.
He's scary.
I mean, I'm training. I'm ready to go, but fighting anyone on 7 days, then you got to think you're traveling, dude. It's
Right.
it's not like what it seems. It's not like you're just fighting in 7 days. You're leaving in 2 days to get on the plane, and then you're there.
Right.
It's
All the
more.
way to Florida, no less, not just Vegas or something.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
it's time change. It's just a fucking mess, and it would have to be worth it. Is all
Yeah.
I'm saying. I mean, if they want to give me double the money or something, yeah, sure. But
So and forgive me if this is a dumb question, is the money the same if it's Connor versus if it's Chiesa?
no, but I know they paid like they gave Holland a bunch of money to fight Kamzat on that
Mhm.
change up. A
Yeah.
lot of money. You know what I mean? So it'd have to be something that's worth the risk of not being prepared as you could be. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard enough to win when you're ready. Fucking real shit. I mean, there's guys that fight on short notice a lot, but
Yeah,
you got to make that weight. Like,
if Jorge or Gilbert were down to that, yeah,
I go fight, take out Masvidal. Yeah, I go do that. Burns, no, but Masvidal, yeah.
I was gonna ask if you had a take on that fight. Of course, being that it's
I'm not the biggest fan of Masvidal, man. I don't like sucker punchers, and that's just you can be badass as you think you fucking are, but you're sucker punching people. You ain't a badass. Where I'm from, I'm not even from some gangster ass place. We just West fucking coasting over here, man, and we don't sucker punch people.
no.
That's some sucker shit. It's called a sucker punch. You
Well,
know?
and especially a guy he was in a cage and allowed to hit for 25 minutes and couldn't, right? So
That's some suck ass shit to come
Yeah.
sneak attack someone as a grown man. That's some pussy shit. It is. I
Mm-hmm.
don't give a fuck. That is. I have no respect for someone that would go fucking sneak punch another grown man. Like that's some bitch ass shit.
is what, and forgive me if this isn't fair.
You can't talk me off that. Like
No.
like,
I'm going.
I know you're not gonna. I'm just saying if anyone has to say shit to say about what I'm fucking saying, fucking that's some they're a sucker too. Because you fucking agree with it.
What was your opinion on Jorge before that happened?
Before he did that,
Like was he a guy that you were like he's a good
I've
fighter,
always wanted
he's
to fight
legit,
him.
or
I've always wanted to fight him.
okay.
I think he's a little too gangsta, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Yeah, I don't buy it, bro. I don't.
No, he's the Latino Kobe Covington. Like it's there's just so much bark there. I mean, Covington, though, ragdolled him for the whole fight. He'd be a challenge. Is that one that you'd come out for real fast?
Yeah.
He's He's a name.
I actually want that fight before it's too late. I've said I wanted to fight him before. He's one of those guys, like Lawler, these guys that I want to fight before they're gone, dude.
Mhm.
I want to get my hands on these guys, man.
For sure.
I got Condit, Alves. I'm not putting them on that level like that. I'm just saying, like, guys for me that I want to fight some of the better, well-known guys of the sport.
Is Matt Brown still? He's not fighting at
He is. I respect Matt, but he's not on that level to me.
Yeah. Speaking of sucker punch, many feel that Bilal Muhammad was sucker punched out of some sort of title shot. Now Kamaru's gonna fight Shavkat. Like,
is he?
Apparently, that was on Twitter today.
Really?
That's being finalized, or at least it's been offered.
Really? Not Bilal?
Not Bilal. Like,
wait, you say Hamzat or Shavkat?
Shavkat and Usman. Shavkat Rachmanov.
Really?
Yeah. Like, how did he jump? What? See, sucker punch. See, we just literally there's the reverberation from it.
I guess that's if that fight happens, but
if that fight happens. But
it's politics, man. It's so politics, but it's what it is. I mean, it's what it is, bro. Bilal, what, 8 straight? Bilal's a homie, man.
Mm-hmm.
He it's it's part of the game, man. Like, I know personally, they do what they want. Doesn't make sense, They just make dollars, It's about draws. It's about what the people want. It's what they want. And once you understand that, then it's no thing, But if you still don't think that that's the case, then you're gonna have some issues.
Yeah. Tony Ferguson didn't lie about Dana White privilege either.
I don't know.
And where's Colby in all of this also?
Isn't Colby gonna fight? Colby's gonna fight.
He's getting
Leon.
the next shot.
Just blanked. Sorry. I just totally blanked.
I like it though. I like that he's getting that fight.
Man, I think it's bullshit.
I think Colby's gonna win that. I think Colby's gonna take it to him.
I think Colby's gonna beat him too. And I also wanted to ask you, do you think Leon Edwards is like what level of, I know he's the champion, right? He beat Kamaru twice, but like, is he the guy? Is he going to be champion at the end of the year? I guess you just answered that, but
no, I don't think so. I think he's much more beatable than Usman is. Just what I've saw, and I mean, I watch all these guys, when they're fighting, I'm looking at how I would beat them and different stuff, what's working, what's the guy doing that's working, what's the guy doing that's not, what's he getting hit with, what. To me, Usman's a tougher. I think Usman just isn't the same anymore. I think Usman before he lost was a tougher fight than Leon any day of the week. But now I think he lost his confidence. I think he lost his. I've never been knocked out ever, and I hear when you get knocked out bad, it changes you. It's like human nature, right? Like if you burn your fucking hand on a fucking stove, you're not gonna fucking touch that shit. So it looked like he didn't want to get knocked out again.
How could it not change him? Like that was a legitimately severe amount of head trauma. It's he basically got hit in the head with a bat.
Yeah, that was vicious. That getting getting knocked out and getting fucking sent to the shadow realm. That's a whole other thing. Like Song Kenan, for instance, so I knocked out bad. He just fought, right? Ian Gary, that's 2 years, dude. Like he hasn't fought in 2 years. Man. Um, yeah, that's a brain injury. But you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Fuck, man.
And
I just
at some point it's a diminishing return, you know. He's
Yeah,
made the money, he's got the legacy. He doesn't need to put himself at risk like that again.
I think so. And I thought it was
you have to. You have to. Well, he was standing up in kick range. Like you
Mhm.
can't be standing in fucking Leon Edwards kick range, like walking, like you know what I mean. Like you got to be moving and shit, man, or be in or be out, like not just at this full fucking kick range. Like he'll kick the fuck out of you if you let him, especially if he just fucking kicked your fucking head off. Fuck, man. But it's good.
uh,
I like when people don't do shit I would do because then I could do it. You know, so I like telling all the secrets and shit they should have did or fucking, you know. I like, yeah.
we talked a little bit about it before. I asked if there was anybody on your radar that you were kind of aiming for.
Yeah. Well, Jeff Neal, I've been wanting to fight Jeff Neal. I want to fight Sean Brady. I want to fight Luke Gay. I already fought Neil Magny, punk ass. Jack
Yep.
Della Milena would be, I think me and him will fight Fade one day. But he's fighting in July against top 10 guys. So he's probably fighting Jeff Neal, probably. I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking.
Yeah,
So really Luke A, Sean Brady,
I like that.
everyone's booked. Everyone's booked.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And now D-Rod's gonna fight Gary. D-Rod's 16, I think. Right below. That doesn't. And Rafael dos Anjos is right below that. I'd love to see him fight as well. Shit. Ah man, now there's all these players that I want to pair up. And
You
Luque
know?
too. Luque would be such an interesting fight.
Yeah, I've wanted to fight Luke A for fucking years. All these guys for years, right? Like, it's no secret.
Yeah.
Fucking, we'll see what happens, you know?
I really want to know about, you said that they dropped a bunch of money on Kevin Holland to find Kamzat.
Yeah, a lot.
Is
A
that
lot.
is that
Hella.
you mentioned before that like they offered you to fight Chiesa, but it was same pay. So like is it like
I figure.
is
Well,
it common that they don't offer a bonus or that they do?
I don't think so. I think it's uncommon to do a bonus for a short notice. Very uncommon. This was during the Nate Diaz, Hamzat, overweight, that whole scheme. Um, it was part of that. Like, what if Holland would have said no? Then what?
Then the whole card falls apart.
You know what I mean? So they had to. He had the leverage.
Do you think all of that stuff was real or contrived?
I can't. I will say this. So I think I said it before. If I was Kevin Holland and Hamzat kicked me in the chest backstage, I would not touch gloves during the fight. And that's all I'll say about that.
I understand what you're saying.
I usually have like the sound effect for conspiracy theories that plays right there. But still, I know what you're saying. There was a gnarly not glove touch at Bellator this past weekend that turned out well.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't watch the Bellator card.
Neither did anyone else.
And it was literally in y'all's where you guys are. We
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
attended right.
Ryan and I.
Yeah, I'm right there by Pachanga in California, and I've gone to a bunch of Bellators in Pachanga with Ryan, especially, and
They had
that's
the whole
where-
place to themselves.
Yeah, they had the whole place to themselves apparently, themselves and Gaethje at the bar apparently.
Yeah, my brother works there, and he saw Justin Gaethje. We couldn't get clarity on whether or not Justin's a good tipper, though.
Yes,
Shame.
that's
It
the
is a
appropriate
shame.
question.
It's a missed opportunity.
We already know Melvin Gillard is not a good tipper.
Well, do
we
you
know
tip
that.
at fast food?
You do if you just want to fight at Bellator and you're going to the food court afterwards. Yeah,
What?
This is
maybe
this
not.
is I don't
I want to hear
understand.
that story. I want to hear that story.
We were
We just
Pachanga.
saw Melvin Gillard at the food court in Pachanga getting some Chinese food after his fight.
So
No big
Max, are you familiar with what Pachanga is? Although we are giving it like multiple free shout outs.
I think Bellator goes there or someone else. It's like
Yeah.
Southern California. It's like a
Yeah,
Indian
it's a
race.
Indian
Yeah.
casino.
Yeah.
Casino, yeah.
One of the biggest ones, if not the biggest one down here.
It's the biggest one in California.
Yeah.
Nice, really.
They have a.
It's
they
a
have-
it's a shitty place to gamble.
That's what they say.
Don't they? Is the poker room completely gone, Ryan? Because they had a sweet poker room.
They did have a nice poker room, and they have a nice golf course.
Yeah, and now they
I
have.
haven't been to Pachanga in God knows how long, so I'm not the person to ask.
That's true. You're in like.
Do I
Vegas
need to go to
every week.
Pachanga or what? What's up?
No.
sounding like I need
We
to-
used to go to Pachanga and play poker all the time, but it's not my lifestyle anymore.
They went very like. How would you put it? Like it feels like a Vegas resort, but without all the fun of Vegas.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And the gambling is different. Like the only game that's the same is blackjack. Everything else is different.
Oh yeah, because they have like the
What do
no
you mean
dice.
different?
There's
So,
no
like-
dice on craps. They
Yeah,
use cards.
And in roulette, they have a weird system where they spin the wheel, but then you pull a card or a series of cards off of a different wheel. No, sorry, roulette is not. No, wait, roulette.
You're
is
talking
the one
about
with the wheel.
But that's the will.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like all of that. But there's cards involved.
There's cards on the wheel, but there is the spinning one on the table or some weird shit. And then depending on where the ball lands, they pull out. I feel like I remember 3 cards. And at that point it was like, this is too many moving parts. I'm gonna go play blackjack, which is the same here.
How
that it
many
is
decks
there.
does like that?
You can find single deck and you can find like 8 to 12.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the round bar is nice. I mean, the round bar is a really sweet place to kick it. Like it's just a.
It's not a bad
relaxing
venue to see
area.
shows either. I've seen some comedians there and stuff.
Yeah.
Where's it at? What city or where's it by?
It's Temecula.
It's in Temecula, so just north of San Diego County. Like you get out of San Diego County, it's literally the first thing you see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's where Henderson's gym is and Team Quest. That's where
Yeah, I
it used-
fought a guy from Temecula back in the day.
Was it Sam Alvey?
No, his name was Brandon Morris. He was a freaking badass. He flew up to Reno and fucking fought me for the belt. Ultimate Reno Combat. And he was
Wow.
wrestling the fuck out of me.
That's
And I ended up armbarring him and winning the belt. It was pretty
Nice.
sick though. Yeah.
yeah. You should head down there. I mean, Temecula.
Or don't, Max. In all honesty, or don't. Because if you like to gamble, go somewhere better.
I'm not a gambler.
Okay.
Do you like wine? Because if you're a wine
Wine's
guy,
all right.
yeah, because that's the other thing that
Temecula
has.
does have a nice wine country. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's what they got. Is a
We have like Napa and Sonoma.
Oh yeah. Also, you have Napa. So
I feel like
Don't-
Napa could be like any wine country in a fucking fist fight.
definitely in the United States.
Yeah.
this weekend. I definitely want to pick your brains, Max,
Yeah.
on the main event, of course, and also the Burns Masvidal fight.
Yeah.
How it plays out. I think it's one-sided, personally.
Yeah.
But what do you think about that welterweight fight?
It
I'll bring
just
up.
depends. Dude did say, Masvidal did say he'd retire if he lost his fight. That's when you go into a fight saying that, that's kind of, I don't know. Doesn't seem, I don't know, like you're all the way in it. And I said this on my other show, but I think he's had a lot of success outside of fighting. Yeah, the Game Bred Boxing was a freaking hit last weekend. He's making a lot of money, and he's getting beat. Right? He's getting beat, so it's like, hold on, if I could just make money. But Burns is like on a run, Burns is looking good right now, man. He whooped on Neil Magny. He's been whooping everybody, and then I think he beat Kamzat when they fought. And
I did too.
I was there in the building. It was different being there, like with the energy in the crowd. Like, dude, Kamzat thought he lost, dude. Like, you could, like, if you were there, I don't know how, like, shit looks different on TV sometimes. I've seen, but like being at an event, like the whole vibe, the energy, like Kamzat thought he lost, and fucking Burns did the damn thing. But I mean, he's with it. He's a tough fight. I think he's better. His
So
striking wasn't that used to be that good, but now it's gotten pretty good.
it's definitely gotten really good. So you mentioned Masvidal's been losing. We talked a few weeks back, or maybe even longer. Masvidal kind of hit it's almost like he caught a draft of wind or something, right? He beat Darren Till when Darren was like the next big thing, the guy. Then the Askren knockout, and then that bullshit BMF thing with Diaz. But that was November 2019, so we're 3.5 years after that, and he has not won a fight since, and not really even been competitive in one. He was not competitive against Colby. Usman knocked him the fuck out, and he also lost a unanimous decision to Usman. Was game? I almost called him Gamebred. Was Jorge Masvidal? I know his nickname is Gamebred. Was he ever as good as like the public thinks he is?
I think he was. I think he had some good momentum. I think he had a lot of good like momentum on his side. Those are big wins. You can't argue with the wins. Like
That's true.
Those are major wins. Yeah, those are big, legitimate wins, and I think that's why he did blow up like that. I mean,
well,
that
that highlight is so like
that's
in
like
the
a
lexicon.
world. Yeah. It was like I remember seeing it. I saw it like live, not live there, but it seemed fake. Right, everyone was like blown out of the water. It was such a beautiful knockout. But yeah, and beat Darren Till, like he's done the damn thing. I personally don't like his attitude, and Usman had his number, but he beats a lot of guys. But I feel like the fire is just not in him anymore. He's just the Kobe, and then the sucker punch. Yeah,
It's just not on anymore.
Yeah.
He's a big underdog, and I didn't even really think about this being in Miami, and obviously that's his hometown. It'll be interesting.
I mean, they're both really. I mean, Gilbert's like,
I guess, yeah, he's kind of a Miami
guy
young.
Too, he's been there. He's a Miami guy for years too. So they're both trained in South Florida. Like,
I look
big fight.
It's a very big fight, and I think it has more implications for George, for Jorge.
See, I actually think a loss for Gilbert is worse than a loss for Masvidal.
I think that's the only occasion where it's really bad for Gilbert, though, is if he loses, and because he's got more ways to win. As far as I think he's gonna maul Jorge. I mean, especially after let's not forget he knocked down Kamzat too. Like every single punch that Kamzat has absorbed in the UFC, aside from one, came from Gilbert Burns. like that's insane.
That's interesting.
He won't be intimidated by Jorge in any way, so none of the talk is gonna get to him. And I really like Gilbert. He's a family man. Like the embedded is growing on me. Like the embedded is really making me like Gilbert a lot.
Yeah.
In this fight, and I mean, I liked him as a fighter and a person already.
Like that kid he was helping, that handicapped kid or whatever. So I love that. Yeah. I do shit like that too. Like I feel that's amazing. Yeah, Gilbert's good people, man. Good heart, like.
Yeah, and
he's a badass, man. And then on the other side, we got this guy I don't fucking like that sucker punches everybody. Like,
yeah, giving everyone a tour of his dilapidated Miami mansion that like look like
he's pointing the gun at the. I saw a thing. He was pointing the gun at the
camera.
Yeah, the camera, and I saw a little story on it. His fingers like on the trigger and shit. Like,
it's like him and fucking John Morant.
Are you referring to the first episode in Embedded where they were showing him at his
Yeah.
house with his like fully automatic
Embedded
Yeah.
showed him flashing guns on the screen, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said after the fact that it wasn't loaded, but I mean, it was like a weird. It was almost like MTV Cribs back in the day, and they had like his buds there, and
Yeah.
his dad, and he was like pimping his dad out, saying that he was single and that he was rich. It's kind of awkward and weird. And then there was a weird cut scene to him and his friend in the sauna, just sweating it out, talking about how they're gonna fuck up Gilbert Burns. So yeah, it was an interesting first episode. I highly recommend it.
It's surprising to me that he pulls off that character. Like I like fighters who have character, not fighters who play a character. Like there's a big friggin' difference, man. You spotted a mile away. You're around them. You're in the
That's
business.
why I don't like it. That's why I don't like it, dude. I feel it.
Mhm.
It's not even like something I have to like think about, like how I feel about it. I sense it, dude.
Mm-hmm. Does that light a fire with you when your opponent sort of has that fake?
I'm trying to think who I fought that was like. I'm sure if I look down the list, I'm sure I could.
I actually just had it up. I'm gonna bring it up.
Neil Magny.
I don't like no Magni.
We talked about Neil
Usually people are cool, man.
and Keenan Song. Keenan Song too. He clocked. He clocked Gary. Thought he was gonna put him down.
I know. I was fucking jumping on that, man. I mean, Mike Perry was fun.
I was gonna say Mike Perry is one of those guys who jumps
but
out
he's
immediately.
the homie though. He's the homie though.
Is that him? Like, is Mike Perry who Mike Perry seems
Yeah,
to be?
he's a nut. He's cool as fuck though. He's nice. He's nicer than he seems.
Nice.
He's cool, man. Yeah, he talks shit, but he has a good heart. Though.
Do you I don't think I realized you fought Colby. What was that like?
It was pretty crazy. I know how to beat him now, though. I know how to beat him. I dropped him. Almost Kimura'd him. If I would have put my leg over, I would have Kimura'd him 100%. I rolled him over and did the right Kimura and just didn't put my leg over. It was interesting, bro. It was my first fight in the UFC. That was McGregor Diaz Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a dream, dude.
Just that one. Just that card.
Yeah. So that was my first thing, dude. It was like out of body experience. Fucking, it was unreal. It was like I was out of my body in the fight and shit. Yeah, it was just too much. Like not even the fight, like the whole experience.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Was his cardio as good as they say it is?
This was back in the day. And I did the best against him. You could look at who he fought. I did the best against him till damn near what's his name, Usman.
Well, yeah. Who else has even knocked him down?
You know.
Yeah.
I just remember. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't. It was more me. You know.
Okay.
It was more me than him. Honestly, I remember being in the fight. I couldn't see. He hit me with a good elbow. At the very end of the first round. You know, when I went to the corner, it was like tinted glass, like an orange like tinted glass.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's what I like saw. You know,
and
so yeah, it was more of me. It was more like
okay. And there's no part of you that's like, I'm not going back out there.
No, fuck that. I was gonna say something in my corner, but I didn't. Like shit happens all the time. I don't say shit. Like when I broke my hand when I fought Tim Means, like I didn't say. I was gonna say I broke my hand, but I said give me some water. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man.
I'm glad you did because that was a great. Dirty Bird is one of my like longtime favorite fighters to watch.
Too.
Like him
Me
and Dave,
too, dude.
him and Darren Elkins, like anybody who will go to war, I'm a fan of watching. And like we were talking about Chuck Liddell right before my Ryan and Dom got on, like anybody who's really coming to lay it out. And some people are like a little bit more brawly, and some people are super technical, like Carlos
Yeah.
Condit. Like
Yeah.
that guy's coming to kill you, and he can. And thank you for winning that fight as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's so many different. We were talking about which fighters had like a fake.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to ask you. So when
Yeah,
two guys that
fought some real
get called
guys.
fake a lot or sort of fall into that personality, two of the biggest names are moving to 170 after hosting that big TV show or coaching on it. Do you have any particular feelings about that, or is that kind of a side thing to your journey? And I only ask that because you're in the same division.
You talking about Connor, the tough show, the two are they
Yeah,
going?
yeah.
They go to 170.
Yeah.
For one fight.
I mean, I'd fight any of them if I have a chance, but it's politics, bro.
Yep.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
politics.
Who do you feel like
They don't
who
want to
would you
get
rather?
beat by someone like me, bro.
Yeah, I think
they
I
don't want to
honestly
get
think-
beat by someone like me
I honestly
because I'll
think you
fucking
could
beat them.
you could beat
Mhm.
either one of them.
I'll beat them. So
It's the right
they
night.
won't risk that. They don't got nothing to gain from that, you know. So it just has to be it has to make sense. And that's politics.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a factor in the Francis stuff?
What?
The fact that like if Dana and the people at the UFC know if they give him all this money and put him in there with John Jones, it probably goes exactly the same way it went with Cyril Gahn. And then they know they can't do that, and so they let him walk.
No, I mean, they said they were going to pay him a lot of money. I think it was him. You know, I'm not saying he made the wrong choice.
No, yeah.
I'm not saying that he shouldn't have did what he did. I'm just saying I think it was on him to, hey, if I'm not going to sign this deal unless you give the fighters health insurance.
But
like,
I think what I'm asking, I'm sorry, is like, do you think those negotiations were in good faith on both sides? Because I'm sure the UFC made an offer and he could have taken it, but they know more likely than not John's going to do that same thing to him. And they had just signed John to a big deal. So like, are they kind of like, yeah, we'll put this out there. We really don't think you're going to take it, and that's okay with us because you lose, and then what? We watch you knock out Derek Lewis or something?
Maybe. I think they wanted him to fight, though.
Okay.
I think they wanted him to fight John Jones. I think that would be a bigger fight than Cyril Gahn. That would have brought way more. Cyril Gahn was weak, man. That shit was so weak. Dana's not happy about that. Like how easily he got. Well, just embarrassing. I've never been on that sauce, that Cyril Gahn sauce. I just haven't. I know a lot of people like him. A lot of people like him. I've never liked him. To me, he just kind of point spars. And he doesn't want to win. He doesn't have any like mean. He's French. You know what I mean? Like meanness in him.
I mean, he beat the shit out of Tai Tuivasa.
I mean, but he hammer fisted him in the back of the head. Like, it was bullshit.
What about the Derek Lewis fight?
I mean, those were like flashes of him like coming into what he should fucking be doing.
Okay.
He should have been fucking doing that to everybody. Not just fucking tiptoeing around, fucking just touching these guys. Like, he should be wasting these fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's how I feel about him. I feel like and then how easily he got fucking beat. He should be fucking embarrassed.
Yeah.
He should be fucking embarrassed by that. Like, you lose fights, you hang your head high, fucking, you fight your dick off, you lose, fuck it. But if you go out like a little bitch, like, you gotta live with that for your whole fucking life.
Chael Sonnen, even though I don't necessarily like giving him any more megaphone than he already has too, because some of his opinions are pretty nuts. But Chael Sonnen talks about how he pointed out that John Jones didn't even take Cyril Gahn down. Like he didn't even have to do that. It just went to the ground.
Yeah, he just kind of fell down, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
definitely,
fell and it went.
definitely not a good look for Cyril Gahn.
Right? Like
Yeah. Didn't
lost stock, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Mm-hmm. Didn't Francis's boxing debut get announced?
No,
Or no, nothing
no,
like
he's
that.
going to PFL.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
You think so? I know he turned down an offer from BKFC.
PFL says the PFL guy was like, "Oh yeah, we fully expect him to sign imminently or something."
That's interesting. I didn't expect that coming.
Max, have you thought about going to PFL?
No.
Okay.
Fair enough. Company. I get that. I had to
Oh,
find.
I guess as of like 2 weeks ago, it was either PFL or One. And he
They
says
don't have any
he's
big guys to fight him in one.
One. No, One has that motherfucker guy.
That black dude?
No, he's Russian. Let me pull up his name. He was like legitimately. They had one of their prime video cards, and it was from like the something mall of Thailand arena somewhere in Thailand or something. And he went in and beat the fuck out of the undefeated heavyweight they had him in there with. Let me. Anatoly Malikin is his name.
That sounds like a scary dude.
Right?
He beat the shit out of whoever it was. Rainier de Ridier.
I guess I have to find it.
Which I understand that's not exactly like beating the shit out of Stipe Miocic or something, but he's a really, really good fighter. He's only 5'10". He weighs 224 pounds. So there's that, but he's the light heavyweight and interim heavyweight champion over there.
Huh.
You think he put the hands on what's his name? On Ngannou? Is he a wrestler, dude?
He's a striker. I don't know what would happen if he fought Francis.
I think Ngannou will pound him.
Francis is so Francis is like legitimately 8 inches and 40 pounds, 8 inches taller and 40 pounds heavier. So it's not, that's a significant advantage.
I mean, a wrestler would have a better chance against Ngannou than a shorter striker.
Yeah.
Personally. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, this friggin' guy. He's light, heavy, and heavyweight champion. I don't think USADA is involved in his training program. I'm going to be honest with you.
It's a scary game, though.
Yeah. Like, this is who Michael B. Jordan fights in the next Creed movie, right? Holy shit.
Max, if they offered you a short notice fight with Michael B. Jordan, would you take it?
If they pay me more. Do that video. Do that video down there. Can you do that?
Yeah, definitely.
He's also got nice footwork, too.
I think Ngannou would fuck that dude up.
There's the way they are exchanging reminds me of the 10-second fight with Rosenstrike.
It says he won the Master of Sport freestyle wrestling in Russia. So if he can get him on the ground.
Ooh.
He's really, really aggressive, though.
He's real jumpy. He's real
Max, you do or do not want to rush Francis Ngannou like that? Confirm or deny?
Put your hands down, probably not. Leading with your head, probably not.
You might as well just do slap fight with him.
Superman punch.
I can't. This is intense. See, now, if they're going to bring this power slap to the U.S., are they going to bring car jitsu, like where they do jujitsu in the car?
I'm interested in Kajitsu.
I see. Okay, we at least have one. We have one investor so far. So
Would you compete in Karjitsu?
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah, I used to do a lot of close quarters combat shit with my coach, Dave Marinello back in the day.
yeah.
We still do close combat shit, but yeah.
Oh, we put him out. Shit. I
Okay,
want to
he looks
try.
better in his fight against the heavyweight, but that fight he does not beat Francis. That's fair.
Yeah.
That was gnarly. I randomly, because BKFC got brought up, Mike Perry, who we were just talking about, is fighting Luke Rockhold.
Glass jaw Rockhold.
When is that? Is that today?
Shots fired.
He was there today.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
presser was
I saw
today.
Mike, or not in person, but I messaged him. He was going to that today.
Yeah. Dom and I are randomly friends with Rachel Ostovich's sister. And we have been for like 15 years, really long time. And when she joined BKFC, we had a very long discussion about what, like her and Paige, like, come on, this is like, I don't want to see either of them get the shit beat out of them. That was a great fight, though.
Yeah.
But Chad Mendez and Eddie Alvarez, what?
Yeah.
What?
Come on, Chad. Chad's been in the gym, man, getting it in.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Do you train with him?
He trains there. I don't train with him.
Okay.
But
yeah,
he trains at Alpha Male.
This one I'm
He's in
super
there getting
stoked
it
on.
right now.
He's there was another Aldo and Jeremy Stevens fought
That
at
was a
Gamebred
great
Boxing.
fight.
And they fought
That
to
was
a
such a good
draw.
fight. That was such a good fight. I'm not mad at the draw.
I didn't expect. I thought Aldo, like, 'cause I'm not used to watching Aldo box like that, like just box. That was a shock to me. It was awesome.
It was a great fight.
Yeah, and then
Back and forth.
There's a promotional photo. I'll send it to you on Instagram, Max. It was a poster for this event.
Yeah.
And, it's the same event that Francis Ngannou turned down fighting in BKFC.
Is that the event?
Yeah, he was supposed to. They offered him Ben Rothwell, which
They make it look like Rothwell's fighting a woman on the poster.
They totally fuck this poster up and make it look like Ben Rothwell's gonna fight Christine Ferreira. And it's like, come on, this is why you hire designers. You know, you have a great shirt, you understand.
Thank you, sir.
That's gonna be a fun. This is the first BKFC in a while that I'm actually like really looking forward to quite a bit. But I think Luke Rockhold's way too chinny for this. And I think Platinum's gonna put him out. And it's probably gonna be
dude,
bad.
he's been getting crushed. His jaw's been getting crushed. I mean, I might be wrong, but what I remember is that he's been getting like knocked out.
Mm-hmm. And this guy looks just like the dude from the movie The Warrior.
Yeah, he does.
He looks just
the older
like him.
brother.
Yeah, that's exactly who I thought he looked like. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Sweet. We have to make some calls on this fight, on this main event. I mean, this is, I suppose, a quadrilogy, right? This is their fourth fight, Alex Pereira and Israel. What do you think about this fight? I might be crazy. I like Israel. I like Israel in this fight. I feel like
you might be right.
He's won most of the time they have fought, just hasn't won the fights.
That's fair to say, but it's getting the job done. I think Pereira got more confidence now. He got that champion confidence, that champion Leon Edwards confidence. He's looking good. he's beat him 3 times already. He
Yeah.
might have his number, man. And I'll tell you this: I'll say Usman coming back and losing like that on his immediate rematch isn't giving me any hope that Adesanya, um, they're brothers and shit. So I'm Nigerian too on my 23andMe. So like,
Nice.
she's from Nigeria. Usman is, and I think Nagano's from Cameroon. But it just doesn't give me hope that he's gonna win. That's making it worse for me. That he's having an immediate rematch. Someone was saying that like a champion wins like 30% or only won 3 times. I forgot. It was a low number on the champion challenging back. The guy who lost the belt, the chance of him winning the belt back was really low. Like stats wise, I'm on Usman's side. I'm like, nah, the kick didn't affect him. That stat doesn't affect it, yada yada. And then I'm fucking looking like a fucking fool, So I'm not gonna look like a fool again. Alex Pereira, Poton, and still.
Yeah. Do you think
How
he
does he get it
finished?
done?
Yeah.
Dude was wrestling though. He should wrestle, but I think Pereira's been wrestling too.
I think Pereira's first or second MMA fight he won by submission. I know that his first one. I mean, he wouldn't have been training for very long, but if he goes to the ground, he knows what to do. I think you're right about him having Adesanya's number. He reads him. He knows him now.
And having said that, Aaron, who did you pick in this fight?
I still picked Adesanya.
Can you expand this for me? Click on that, make that bigger. I want to see if we get the whole picture of Pereira.
Gotcha. We usually go on a great bender picking apart these pictures.
He has, on ESPN anyway, Pereira has shoes on in his picture. He doesn't there, but in the ESPN one, he has shoes on.
Well, at least they didn't Photoshop Kamaru's arm onto him like they seem to with everyone else who wins a belt. Can't believe that shit.
That's good times. So you've got him stopping him, Max?
I don't know. I'll think about it. I don't know.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really like Israel's attitude right now. And this is like I'm watching Embedded. I think Fight Week says a lot about focus and how somebody is with their I don't know if it's a relaxing thing. It's an environment thing. Like, are people relaxed whatever the environment is, or are they actually really comfortable with wherever they are? And I guess Israel just seems like he's ready for anything at any given moment on Embedded right now, and he's super chill about it. And it makes me feel like he's very ready. And I mean, Alex, though, he
very probably he is. I'm sure he is ready.
Yeah, he's just doing a bunch of other shit too.
I just don't. The Usman thing like scarred me. Like I was so sure Usman was gonna fucking win, dude. It's yeah, he broke my heart. All right. So now, yeah, I'm. I don't know.
Ryan, how do you see this one playing out?
I'm torn. I'm kind of surprised that Israel's being listed as the favorite here, since Alex did.
He hasn't won yet.
He's never beat him. Yeah, that's an excellent point. He's never beat the guy.
Yeah,
and you can't deny that now that Alex has done it in MMA too. Like he's got to be riding high on that confidence. And Israel's talking about offensive wrestling against Alex. I think that's a bad game plan. That's definitely not his strength. And if something goes wrong like he did in the last fight and he finds himself on his back, we know that Israel's defensive wrestling or defensive jiu-jitsu is not good, right? So that's a bad sign for me. So I'm going Alex on this one.
Yeah, and he's got Glover. Like,
And you got your boy Chuck.
yeah, he is. Chuck's
Chuck's
ready
been
to
in there
too.
with him.
Ah, man, that's
Chuck
hilarious.
Liddell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Chuck Liddell was hitting. Yeah, I seen it like a couple days ago.
Yeah. And Alex was in Silva's corner when Silva fought Israel. Like he's been following Israel all the way. So, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys sold me on it and I gotta listen to my head.
Max, what do you think of Bone Nickel?
I don't like Bo Nickel.
Why not?
I don't like his attitude. He can wrestle, but I don't like how he thinks he should be fight on the main card. He's not gonna fight. He's already in the fucking game.
Yeah,
He
he's
cheated
entitled.
when he fought that last dude. Fucking kneed him in the balls and then fucking took him down and choked him. He's fucking weak.
Thank you.
He can wrestle, but I don't like anything about fucking Bo Nickel. Nothing. He's hella entitled. I'm not gonna fight it. Fucking, I'm on the main card. Like, who the fuck are you? You know? That's how I feel about Bo Nickel.
Who do you think will humble him?
I hope
at
Anthony
middleweight?
fights Bo Nickel. I hope my teammate Anthony Hernandez fucking fights Bo Nickel. What I fucking hope.
When is Anthony Hernandez fighting anytime soon?
Yeah, he's fighting Edmund Shabazian
Yeah.
fucking next month.
Yeah. That's gonna be huge too.
Yeah,
Edmund,
before that he subbed Rodolfo Vieira, fucking, and then, but after that he smashed on fucking Barriol, fucking
yeah.
Frenchie or whatever, and fucking choked him unconscious.
Yeah, Marco
Yeah, I
Andre.
want Anthony to fight Bo Nickel.
Dang. Do you think that is what it will take to change him as we were
He's
talking
getting
about
the
character,
easiest
like
fucking fights, dude. Obvious politics. His last fight, he fought that dude, Jamie Pickett, can't wrestle for nothing. They gave him like the weakest wrestler ever in the UFC. Ever. That's politics, man.
yeah.
You know?
Do you
I fought
think
Colby my first fight. You know?
That's fucking wild. When you put it like that, that's wild.
mm-hmm. Do you think that how does Bo Nickel get humbled like the best? Or a fighter like Bo Nickel?
You just gotta fight someone that can wrestle.
Is that
Just
it?
fight someone that can wrestle. That's
Who
it.
legitimately
and then he's got the
though,
box.
you would know better than I would at 185.
Give
Who
me
can
someone that
wrestle
can
like him?
wrestle.
Yeah.
Who really can wrestle like him though?
You gotta pull up the thing.
Yeah, let's bring it up. Because middleweight is getting interesting. Oh shit. Yeah, we see what's funny.
Chris Curtis got like the highest takedown defense ever. It's like 98%. Not saying that he's gonna win though. But Muniz, great jiu-jitsu. Brendan Allen, great jiu-jitsu. Grappling. I don't think he just goes in there and just rolls and pulls up like that. Armadov. Fucking Brunson's out of there.
Roman Dolidze that showed up against Drickus, against Marvin, he would lose. But the Roman that was showing up before that might
against Hermanson and shit.
Yeah. Shit. And Kelvin, we talk about Kelvin a lot. Well,
he's coming back. He fights fucking this week.
Yeah, and I'm a Kelvin fan. Ever since
I like Kelvin.
Ultimate Fighter, like that, like consummate underdog is incredible. But we like Kelvin a lot because he fights to the level of his competition. Like whoever he's fighting, he's gonna bring out everything you friggin' got.
Yeah.
And that makes me kind of intrigued at a Bo Nickel kind of gate if he does something cool in this fight.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to back off what I've said before. I think Bo beats everybody at 185.
Everyone.
I do. I think he has trouble with Pereira because Pereira's striking is so good and Pereira's big. Whitaker is a good wrestler, they say. We don't see him use it too much.
I love Bobby Knuckles, man.
I think Bo is a motherfucker.
He's
Not
scary.
that Jamie
He
Pickett, that was a tomato can. He was like a
but he
minus
can't. He's
5,000
not a
favorite.
good
So,
striker. But does he need to be?
I
It
don't
just
know.
if someone could stuff one of his takedowns, they're gonna get on him. It's just who could stuff it. They thought Kamzat was invincible.
Yeah.
Then you stuff, or even when they stuffed Shopcat when Shopcats couldn't get those takedowns.
Well, and everyone to that point, everyone thought Islam was, unstoppable too, and then Volkanovski damn near beat him. So
yeah, so it's just once if someone could just stuff that fucking takedown.
Mm-hmm. That's trouble. That's definitely trouble. Huh. Middleweight, I don't think
Middleweight doesn't wrestle.
no, they really don't. The bigger guys they really don't wrestle too much. It seems.
No, you just get some of them, unless they're fighting.
Except John Jones and Stipe, I guess.
Yeah, or Jan if he's gonna fight Israel.
Yeah,
I don't
But
think
even featherweight, lightweight have a lot more grapplers.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I don't think Alex is gonna stay at middleweight. I don't think even if he wins, I don't think he'll defend it again. Maybe against Knuckles to like really own middleweight, because I think that Robert Whitaker is probably would be champion if Israel Adesanya didn't exist. And I think he was going to move up. I think this cut is really hard for him. Like he looks like shit on weigh-in day. Like he just does. He puts on 20 extra pounds by the next day, but I think it's too hard. I think he's going to move up. But Israel, I could see Israel sticking there for quite some time. Honestly.
Yeah, he doesn't struggle to make the weight.
No. And I don't see Israel going up. Israel's not going to go up anytime soon.
He tried.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen. So the rest of this card, I want to bring it up because there are some really fun ones on here that are shocking. And by the way, the next couple of cards are incredible. Like there's some really fun ones. Okay, triple cringe. What are your thoughts on Henry Cejudo, Max? Because this is that character thing. He's like,
I don't know. I think he really is weird. I think he really is weird. Yeah, okay. I think he really is. Honestly.
What do you think about this 18-year-old kid, Rosas Jr.?
Took it out.
They like him. They like him a lot. So,
Are they giving him cans?
They're gonna give him guys he could beat.
Yeah.
Easier than that.
Yeah.
They'll do that for a while. Yeah.
I really like Kevin Holland and Santiago Ponzinibbio. Another very good fight. I like Kevin.
Max, does that fight bother you? You feel like you should be in one of those two slots?
No, I don't know.
No.
Like on Miami for this thing? No.
Like not on 6 days notice, but.
No, I've asked to fight Ponzinibbio before. Yeah, not Kevin Holland, but I'll fight anyone in the welterweight division,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never feel like I should be somewhere fucking anything like that.
That's fair.
That's good. Humble. And not like fucking Bo.
I should be fucking fighting the main event.
I'm a pay-per-view fighter.
I'm not fucking fighting.
Do other fighters in the UFC, are they critical about that type of behavior? Like, do they talk shit on you?
I haven't heard that. Maybe once or twice by maybe like Joanna or something, but I don't know.
Huh.
Maybe though. I mean, that just stuck out to me, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't like call something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's definitely not from someone that just had one fight. Maybe from a champion or someone that's put their time in. Cerrone, you know what I mean? Someone that's fucking like that, not just a fucking wrestler dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about Rob Font and Adrian Yanez? I'm a Yanez fan. I like him.
Me too. I'm a Rob Font fan too.
Yeah,
I'm friends with Rob Font.
I think Rob has one of the best jabs on the planet. And he destroyed Cody Garbrandt with it. If
Mhm.
I and I fear for Adrian Yanez in this fight because of that jab. Uh, but he is such a strong
Turn the light on, baby.
counter striker that just Adrian, he reminds me a little bit of Cheeto in that the more he gets hit, he kind of turns on a little bit more. And if Rob Font doesn't pull the trigger behind those jabs, I could see Adrian catching him later,
Yeah.
probably.
No, I think it's gonna be. I think this is a very dangerous fight for both guys. I mean, Rob Font this lost two. He won four, but he lost his last two to Cheeto and Aldo. But he just had a baby.
That changes people.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
seen
So
that
he might
change
have some
people.
juice. Yeah, that's like an X factor. He just had his baby pretty recently.
Oh, the karate hottie, as she is known, and Luana Pinheiro are gonna fight. I don't know Luana that well.
Me
Uh,
neither.
and
I have nothing
I,
except Michelle got a new last name. That's cool.
yeah, right. Her autos on her cards will look different now. That's for
Hope he
sure.
doesn't write all that on there. Hope he
I,
does some initials.
thank you for your succinctness on your autographs, Max, because this is a gripe, and we're gonna take a small step into the card collecting world really quick. In that, like you stay on the label. Thank you. There's way too many fighters that I know there's a lot of these to sign. Your fans love them. They cherish them. They send them out to get graded. Some of those grading people do DNA tests on the shit. So thank you for taking the time and doing a succinct and cool looking
DNA
autograph.
test?
Yeah, some of them do. But like you and Marab, like Marab Davalishvili has the funniest and kind of coolest looking signature out there.
He changed it.
He did. He used to just sign
He changed
Marab.
it.
He totally did.
He changed it on the Immaculates.
Mm-hmm. And the Immaculates look dope, by the way. I have a Matt Brown if you want one. uh but the other one too, totally still in cards, and we're here and we're talking about it. What do you think about Hezbollah having
Has Bula and Prism.
as a Prism auto
I like
in
it. I like it. Speaking of cards, I'm working with this new company, Fields Bomb Breaks. So I will be breaking. We're doing my own stream on there for Fields Bomb. I'll be breaking UFC for them.
Yeah.
It'll start later this month for Prism, where we're
Yeah.
gonna be looking for House Bula. So
Nice. What's the name of
yeah,
that? I'm gonna write it down and make sure I
Fields
put
Bomb Breaks. Follow them on IG. Fields Bomb Breaks.
there it is. Came right up.
I'm doing some UFC content for them and stuff. Good
Nice.
stuff. Fight previews, recaps, again, fun
Nice.
shit.
Well,
I just did a thing on what do you call it? Game Bread, like a little recap on that.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm doing like weekly like shit for them.
I like it.
Yeah,
on,
getting out
on
there,
their
man.
YouTube?
I don't know if it's on their YouTube, but we're uploading it to my YouTube.
Okay.
They're going to be putting everything on YouTube, but it's on IG. We're doing like YouTube Shorts.
Does he do whatnot?
Yeah,
Okay.
they do
Nice.
whatnot. So I'll be on. Yeah, I'll be on there. But they send me the whole setup, dude. Dude, yeah. Multiple cameras, the mic, the lights, the screen, the computer, the fucking table.
Nice.
The green screen shit. It's like over $6,000 of shit.
Yeah.
So they want me to have the same thing they have,
Yeah.
so we could be running different images, different little sound things, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
lit, and that's gonna be in the next couple weeks. I have all the
Yeah.
shit, so I just have to start setting it up. So we'll be hunting that Hasbula.
Yeah, for sure. I'll send a clip of this to them if they want, and of course we'll put a link on our
Oh yeah.
website to their shop because we're a platform, whatever you guys got going on, we want to shout you guys out.
How
And that's-
many packs do you open in something like that?
Well, you go look. I saw Immaculate just came out. There's only 5 cards in there
Uh-huh.
in a box, but some like Select and Chronicles, there'll be like 100 cards in it. You know what I mean? So like it depends. Yeah, it depends what product you're doing.
Okay.
But
And
there's autos, and
are
you're
you
looking
just
for like
in the
There it is.
UFC card game, or you do other stuff too?
just UFC. I mean, I have other cards that I'll get for like going on breaks and different stuff, but I don't know shit about basketball, football right now. Like, yeah, dude, I was on some streams. Yeah, I don't even know these guys' names, but there's some quarterback, like a white dude with like long hair, like long, like brown hair or like blonde hair.
Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
got
plays for the
those big
Jags.
Trevor Lawrence car autos and stuff. I didn't know who he was, and everyone's in the car was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Is that guy a good car or what?" Oh yeah, so I can't like UFC. I could do on every guy, but for me to watch a baseball stream, it might as well be in Arabic or something. You
Okay.
know? Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what I have.
These are gonna be. I can't believe they're doing Pajeda rookies in this one.
Nice.
That's a sick looking mojo. I like the
Yeah.
mojo's
Yeah.
looks. That's a great picture of Ty.
No, it's not. What is the that was the best one they had. I'd rather see him doing the shoey.
The color
Color
blast.
blast.
Those will be. I mean, this card, like you pull, this is like a case pull right here. Like if you pulled one of these out of an entire case,
Yeah, the case hit for sure.
This card is going to sell for $1,000, easy.
Easy.
The Dominance looks good. The Fearless looks awesome. I like those.
The Fearless looks like it's from 1998.
Yeah,
I know.
Flashback,
which is
they
not a
haven't
bad thing.
changed it much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a little like more colorful, maybe, or something.
I like the
Are you sure I don't
Prism.
like-
The Prism hobby boxes are nice. They're 12 packs in a box, 12 cards in a pack. You're going to be guaranteed 2 autos in this one.
It's 144 cards.
Yeah, so this one, they're just pricey. These boxes usually come out, they're what, like 5, 6, so 500.
Are they going to be
usually.
like 4, maybe 3?
Yeah.
They
They
made
retail for
Immaculates
that, or
cheaper
they
this
resell
year.
for that?
They made Immaculates cheaper. Last year they were like 1,000. This year they're like 400, 500.
That's true, except the first off the line. The first off the line ones were $750.
Okay.
And that's where the most of the 101s were, and then some of the really dope acetate ones.
Yeah, the acetate's in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what they did with Phil's Bomb, because they pulled the acetate at an 8 of mine.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I need that card. Let me trade some shit. Let me give you some shit for it. And the owner ended up giving it to me. So I sent him and his daughter some stuff, a bunch of merch and stuff. So thank you. He ended up being the owner, and then fucking we worked some shit out. But
yeah,
man,
that's legit. It's gonna
shout
be
out to Phil's Bomb Breaks.
What else you got going on before we have to wrap on this episode? I really appreciate you joining us for more than the 15 minutes I originally thought, because I thought you were gonna go hit mitts. And not too many fighters are in the card trade, so it's always really cool to talk about that.
And then for me to start breaking, dude, I'm gonna crush it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna crush. It's a lot of like nerds breaking, But for me to be on there, knowing the cards, they're hanging out with me, they're gonna fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will.
It's gonna be. They're real fans too. The card people are real fans of the hobby,
Yeah, there's Wild Zone Cards is a one on
Yeah, shout out to
Whatnot.
Wild Zone. They're the homies.
Yeah, he's legit. Jonathan, I think, is the guy who runs that. He's really
He's
fun.
Wilder.
I think you popped in there and during
Wilder
one of his
rather.
breaks and shot, and it was funny.
Yeah,
He's good people. Good
yeah,
people. The Brett
yeah,
Ritz group, Brett and Ethan,
yeah,
those two
yeah,
brothers, they're
Brett, yeah,
legit.
yeah.
Legit people.
Shout out to yeah.
So, fellas, we have to start the Pretty Neat card shop instead of the Pretty Neat podcast and start doing some breaks. I think that's what it comes down to.
I got some merch coming out. Just dropped my King of Sacramento merch. Here's the front. The back says King of Sacramento. They're dope. Represent my city.
Yeah.
We have a lot going on. We have a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
We got some bobbleheads in the make and the coming out in the works. Maybe some shoes. Maybe we got some stuff, bro. Some big weed stuff. Gonna go down to LA pretty soon here. Make some deals. Just trying to,
Yeah.
just trying to expand.
Nice.
Love it.
All right, man. Thanks again for coming on.
Thank you guys. Say bye.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah, peace.
Before we go, let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and talk about this Harry Potter reboot.
The one that we made up in discussion, in discourse.
No, the one that seems like it's actually going to happen, which is a series where each season focuses on one book.
So, I mean, I guess if you're gonna do it,
That's the way.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, each book being a season.
Yeah, so it's a 7-season TV reboot, HBO Max. So we're gonna go on the whole route again. We're gonna get some kids. We're gonna go book by book. Is it gonna be more book accurate? Are we gonna see death day parties? I mean,
I hope
The
so.
Headless Hunt. Is this going to be happening?
You guys don't sound excited.
I'm excited. I'm just wondering if they're going to retread or if they're going to do something different. Like we were talking about, they could do the Marauders years.
Nobody wants that. Stop saying that.
They could do Dumbledore's years.
Nope, nobody wants that either. That's called Fantastic Beasts, and nobody saw it.
Then they should do the Founding.
The Founders, or give me some spin-offs about Aurors. Those are the only things I want. The Founders is probably the better idea.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, I don't think Godric Gryffindor comes out looking as good as sort of the fandom would want us to think. Now, I think it would be cool if they said, you know what, it doesn't matter how it does. This is not how this sort of thing works. I understand. We're going to do 7 seasons for all 7 books. 8 to 10 episodes per season, depending on the length of the book. You probably don't need 10 episodes. You probably don't need 10 full hours of screen time for Sorcerer's Stone or Chamber of Secrets. They're not that long.
no.
But we're going to get all the details, because I actually kind of secretly and not so secretly think that the books, or that the movies rather, are kind of a travesty, and they all sort of suck, and they're really not anything like the books. And remember when Bellatrix Lestrange shows up to the burrow and burns it down and then disappears, and no one ever mentions it ever?
In the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in the book. Not at all. So it's just in there with no preamble and no explanation after. Nobody ever mentions it again. So it's like, why did you waste 90 seconds of screen time on this? This doesn't make any sense. Those movies, I also understand, were made before the time of these long form series, so I don't hold that against them. I just think if they take the Amazon Prime with Rings of Power and they say we're throwing the fucking bank at this thing, the way they're doing with The Last of Us, the way they did with House of the Dragon, which all of us loved, all 3 of us loved, it's gonna work and it's gonna be awesome. And frankly, if they hired actual 10 and 11-year-olds to be the kids and just, hey, this is the next 7 years of your life while we film this,
Yeah.
then you actually get to see them grow up, etc. I think
Could be
there's real
good.
potential for that.
It could be good.
And the three of us are available to be writers and showrunners. All three of us will quit our jobs right now for that job. I'm just putting that out there.
You're not lying. You're
Yeah,
definitely.
I would
not lying.
definitely consult. I would definitely consult on that.
Are either of you going to see the Mario movie?
I'll probably go see it.
Yeah.
Probably not. I'll
I
wait
just
for
bought
streaming.
just bought tickets for Guardians Volume 3 yesterday.
Nice.
I thought the trailer for Secret Invasion looks really cool.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Okay. Signing off 2024.
Hey, signing off 2024.
Hey, you know why I love MMA so much? It's pretty neat. That is 100% true, but it's also because it brings us together. You know what? Violence really does bring people